minutes. 8 teams from 4 schools ready for 2 nights of hoop uptown at the Spectrum Center. Game 1, the fans turning out in the Carolina colors and the Maze of Michigan, a top 25 showdown in women's hoop. 6th ranked North Carolina is here. The 9-1 Tar Heels ready to take on 19th ranked Michigan. The Wolverines 10-1 on the season.
The presentation of this floor and the lighting and the setting is a shooter's dream, baby. This is going to be all offense.
And the colors. I mean, here we come with Usby and that Carolina blue attacking the basket for the game's first points.
Leigha Brown, number 32, nice backdoor cut.
Already 20 seconds in, each team has scored. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Novant Health. The starting 5 features Deja Kelly, the leading scorer. Eva Hodgson, excellent shooter. She's had a really good season, 3rd on the team in scoring. And North Carolina gets going very early. 2 trips, 2 field goals. Michigan's starting 5 features Maddie Nolan trying to find her shooting stroke. And you talk about improved players. Emily Kiser has really upped her numbers. And Laila Phelia is just a player to watch here today.
I think there's a lot of players to watch, and neither team has missed so far, and that's a good sign and a great start. But Leigha Brown, to me, for Michigan, is the most interesting player on their team because she's really a point forward. Played the 3 last year. This year forced to play the point and handling it very well.
Kelly is fouled on the drive.
She's good off the bounce, a 3-level scorer. Past 3-point range. She's moved over to mainly be the dominant ball handler for North Carolina.
MVP of the Phil Knight Invitational in Portland. She had 29 points in that come-from-behind win against Iowa State. And a foul on the other end for her at the helm of the Wolverines program. This is a team that prides themselves on toughness.
Yeah, they are physical 1 through 5, and that's the way Kim Barnes-Arico is. She's like a Long Island Expressway. Either we're going straight ahead or you get out of the way. Like, she's beeping her horn the whole way.
She's not a defensive driver is what you're trying to tell me. North Carolina likes to play as well. They'll try to push the tempo. Here's Kennedy Todd Williams. Poole fighting for it. Williams, a little bit of an opening. That's shut off by Nolan. And a 3-second violation to get a touch to Kiser. This is something that Kim Barnes-Arico said. They wanted to get some early touches to Emily Kiser. North Carolina was ready for her.
Good job walling up by Usby.
Kelly with the adjustment. And then a foul called on North Carolina. Phelia, speed.
Off the bounce.
Pull up is short. And here come the Wolverines.
What a feed. What a great job of running ahead of the ball.
Chyra Evans getting some early minutes here. Had a career high 8 points, 4 or 5 shooting her last time out. Slowed down at the start of the season with an ankle injury. 3-pointer. Hodgson hasn't had an open look until now. Excellent 3-point shooter. 51% on the season. Well, how did Brown end up catching that pass? Takes a lot of pride in the free throws. So
I like to see.
You love the good free throw shooting teams.
I do like to see players make free throws. Now, North Carolina on the other side is not a good free throw shooting team. That could be a factor late in the game.
The difference between these two teams, and I think that is a stark difference.
In the college game this year on the women's side, there is parity.
Phelia in transition.
She's almost a 50, 40, 80 player. 50% from 2, 40 from 3, and I just jinxed her. And look at her improvement from last year to this year. So the floor has opened up for Michigan. There's more space for a player like Phelia to get off the bounce, getting behind North Carolina in transition.
Usby denied defensively by the freshman from Australia, Evans. Brown is hit by Hodgson.
And it's hard to press Michigan because they have so many shooters on the backside.
Playing more a couple of times this season. Kelly, Hodgson, open look. In and out for 3. Michigan wants to run off the miss. Phelia on the pull-up. Yes. Early 5-point lead for the Wolverines. Usby takes it at Kiser for two.
That's a hard check for a center.
Nolan.
North Carolina only shooting 27%, only trails by one possession early on.
If you're a coach, you love it.
And this opponent, from the beginning of the season,
already 6 fouls called on North Carolina, so you're putting an excellent free throw shooting team on the line for the remainder of this quarter. And we just saw Kiser deliver at the line. Williams, no. Brown back into the game, pulls it down for Michigan.
You see the adjustment for Courtney Banghart off the timeout is they're not going to the offensive glass now. They're getting back to set their defense.
Kiser draws a crowd. Brown for three.
Excellent ball movement by Michigan.
8-point lead, largest of the quarter so far for the Wolverines. Usby had a little opening, couldn't finish it. Here she is up top with Nolan. Back outside. We'll see if she's got the range. The answer is yes.
Wow. Look at Evans rebounding, defending her position.
She's 2 for 2 today and 10 for 11 so far in her career. I'd say that qualifies as a good start. Usby won't miss this one on the drive.
Kennedy Todd Williams doing a really good job of guarding Leigha Brown in that set because they love to invert her to the block.
Good help for North Carolina defensively, but Nolan sticks with it. That won't drop.
Again, inside out is the way Michigan is setting up their ability to knock down triples.
How about Nolan? Nolan is known as a shooter, but she's the one on the inside facilitating. And there are plenty of three-point shooters on this Michigan team as Leigha Brown knocks it down. 13-2 burst here. Answered back, quieted by North Carolina. Kiser on the face-up.
You don't feel the defense, you face up and you knock down the jumper.
Kelly got a little space. Nothing called, and Evans has the rebound.
A lot of space.
I say a little, you say a lot of. Tomato. Cam Schrader. Oh, good look. Phelia. Michigan is picking apart North Carolina's defense.
Such a great backdoor cut.
Double comes out to Kelly. Finds Adams, who was open. Good job by Kelly with Adams finishing. Brown. 2 more for Michigan.
They can shoot it.
The Wolverines put 35 on the board in the first quarter. What is the answer here in quarter number 2 for the Tar Heels?
I think when they've scored, they have reversed the ball. So they have done a nice job of switching sides of the floor. And that's what you want to do against Michigan because they will load up to the ball. And if you move it quickly, you'll get them like that. Excellent.
Finished by Adams. So North Carolina's been in a position like this before.
Zone coming off the change in the quarter. You know, I'm a big believer that you change the rhythm of the game a couple of ways. Changing your defense, getting to the free throw line, and calling timeouts.
Leigha Brown attempted a deep three. Hodgson leans in and on the way down. Got it to go. Kiser's back into the game along with Nolan for Michigan. Hodgson. Brown comes in to take it away. And she'll finish with the contact. And a chance for a three-point play.
Watch the steal, the defense. So strong and keeps her eyes on the prize, which is the target and the bucket. Using the board.
Started her career at Nebraska. Down to 1, and North Carolina. Freshman Alyssa Crockett into the game for Michigan, wearing number 20. Kiser out to Crockett, early touch. Why not?
I mean, shoot till your arm falls off, Michigan.
Kelly, rare open look for Deja Kelly. That won't drop. Number 2 scored, number 1 rebounder. In foul trouble for North Carolina. Jordan Pollock's into the game. And North Carolina at 7 Eastern on ESPN. 3 straight after that overtime win over Ohio State and Portland when North Carolina was out there for Phil Knight Invitational. Won by the North Carolina women. On the women's side, Hodgson, no. Rebound for Kiser. Works with the screen. Crockett, wide open look. You bet.
That is a well-designed matchup situation by Kim Barnes-Arico because Phelia has a player she can take off the bounce. You got to overhelp on the hedge.
Look and move and that spacing and just it all put together. You think this Michigan team at this moment is better than last year's team?
There's going to be more pressure on the NCAA D1 committee to put the right seating together for this event in March.
In a couple of the preseason polls, a lot of people left them out and they were slighted by it. They just felt disrespected in a sense because they understood what they established on the floor. It was establishing how we communicate on the floor with one another, the leadership that Nas Hillman had.
They're playing late in the shot clock on this one.
It's down to 3. Kiser tries to beat the clock. Hodgson, good take to the basket for 2.
I know Courtney Banghart trusts Deja Kelly on the floor with 2 fouls.
Trying to chip away here at the end of quarter 2. Kennedy Todd Williams, tough shot, but her first field goal. Michigan timeout, looking for something quickly here as the clock closes in on 40 to go, but then a turnover. The freshman Paris comes away. Nifty dribble to get free, but can't finish. Kennedy Todd Williams tries to put back. No. Brown rips it down for Michigan.
Now you hold for 1. You know, the one play they haven't gone to yet that they love with Leigha Brown is pass to the wing, UCLA cut, and then invert her to the block where she posts up. I haven't seen him do that yet this first half.
Phelia comes up short. Brown is denied. Evans fighting for it. Tie up.
Right after Rebecca gave us that great nugget about 1 turnover.
We call that the Lobo effect. Baseline out of bounds play, run to perfection. Easy for Evans, who had a good first half with 7 points. Well, North Carolina was down by 23, and you look at the scoreboard, they've brought it to 17.
More pressure and making sure defensively they're communicating. I also asked about her big 3 being held to 6 or less points. She laughed and said, we need better, we all have to do better.
Well, Michigan on the season, Angel, 62% of their baskets are assisted, and here they are again, getting behind North Carolina's defense.
Leigha Brown showing some more of that strength to fight it up there for 2 and the foul.
I mean, no pressure on the ball up the floor. Phelia can move and switch sides, and Leigha Brown is the recipient because she's running ahead of the basketball. I saw 3 Michigan jerseys ahead of the ball in transition.
Unable to finish off the 3-point play. Usby.
Good
Kelly.
extra to the right 3-point shooter. That's the way North Carolina can get back in. Shot selection, the right people taking shots, good ball movement.
Hodgson, the first Carolina player into double figures with 10. Williams inside for her first 2.
Is that a big-time travel?
Are you asking me, or is that just a rhetorical question?
More rhetorical. There's quite an energy about Michigan today in their shoot-around, wasn't there? I mean, I thought they came in, they were taped up, and they were sweaty when they left.
The putback, and Phelia has the 2.
Well, here's an adjustment by Courtney Banghart.
Deja Kelly go to the free throw line with Carolina down by 20. Finds Poole. Poole with a beautiful spin to get the 2.
They're doing a much better job of switching sides of the floor early in the third quarter.
Poole's been excellent for North Carolina. Kelly to Todd Williams, glides to the basket for 2. 4 men, 4 women. Got that postseason vibe, tournament.
Wow, what a
basketball
cut.
feeling. Quick
Yes, it
finish,
does.
but there's once again Evans on the glass. And a turnover by Michigan. Here comes Usby trying to get going. Picked up those 3 fouls in the first half. Has not scored since picking up that 3rd foul.
See, she does a wise thing there, not charging.
You need to have a shoe cooler like he obviously has, a walk-in shoe cooler. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the Oklahoma and Florida women. Those are 2 team's on the run. Oklahoma's won 6 in a row, scoring 35 first quarter points. Deja Kelly at the free throw line. They find Brown, does Michigan. On the post-up, Kiser draws a crowd. There's the stop, Debbie. Kelly, and a foul called on Phelia. Noon Eastern, then it's Lakers, Mavs, Bucks, Celtics. 7 straight points for North Carolina. Todd Williams can't make it 10. I don't know how that ended up in the hands of Phelia.
Allows Leigha Brown to pass ahead to Laila Phelia.
Usby. Shut off by Kiser. Goes to the fadeaway for 2. First points of the second half for Alyssa Usby.
A great counter in the post.
Phelia lost the handle. Carolina down on the floor, and a timeout is called by North Carolina.
You got a shot fake. You have to have dribble entries, high post entries, all those things against pressure.
Time here for North Carolina, down to 7 to go in the quarter. The freshman on the pull-up. No. Crashing the glass, Adams, no. And the rebound comes down to Michigan, and that will do it for the third quarter. For what Carolina needs to do here in the fourth quarter, here's Angel.
I saw a team that was dialed in. Coach Banghart telling her team what's the difference in this first half from the first half and now. He said we were stagnant in the first half.
We talked about the Iowa State comeback when they were down by 17.
But they only have one loss, and that was to Indiana, another Big Ten team.
Fouls on Usby, her 4th personal foul. And remember, she had 3 in the first half. She stays out there with the 4. Phelia.
Look at that hips and shoulders game.
Tries to
defender.
Yeah, she tried to get around Adams, and instead it's Kiser who cleans it up. So here is Emily Kiser. Huge jump this season after a big jump last season, back-to-back seasons where she's really improved her game. Numbers have gone way up. Usby.
There's a backdoor cut. Look at Brown fight for position.
Good job by Adams to get the block, and Brown is still down, so numbers the other way here. Kelly, beautiful take.
This is great help coming over by Destiny Adams with another block. North Carolina averages 5 blocks on the season, and Deja Kelly, who has not missed at the free throw line, getting another trip.
4 fouls on Phelia.
But Leigha Brown gets teed up.
Technical foul is called on Leigha Brown.
See, I talked to Emily Kiser about this today, about Leigha Brown, because she's such a competitor. She's a fighter, okay? She's got something to say to the officials, and Tiara Cruz had heard enough. Kiser said that she talks to Leigha Brown to try to get her to calm down in those moments like she's doing right now. Mark this down. This could be a big swing right here.
Coming through at the stripe here today. The technical foul called on Brown.
I don't think she'll be over there for long.
So remember, Kelly was fouled on the take to the basket. And to Debbie's point, you're very alone at the free throw line. Leigha Brown not ready to cool down. Well, Kim Barnes-Rico said today, Leigha Brown, she's mean, she's nasty. Those were terms of endearment, by the way.
She's calling about flopping. She's complaining about flopping because Deja Kelly has been throwing her head back all game. That was a really good play for Glenn Staley at South Carolina.
Inside, out, open 3, and North Carolina doing what North Carolina does. Hodgson with the 3. And for the first time in a long time, it's a single-digit deficit for North Carolina. Williams, tough little move, but she finishes. Brown on the bench, picking up the tee. Scrambled and picked up by Cam Schrader. Kiser, nope. Espy stood her ground playing with the 4 fouls. Adams has Kelly on her right, but Adams doesn't need any help. All the way for 2. Timeout called by Michigan.
I love the activity of North Carolina. High hands, communication, bumping back off that zone right there. They go for the trap. They fall back into the zone.
And back into the game. Play on, and Brown knocks it down. Brown looking.
Oh, yeah. She says bring it. She's the kind of player that you love on your team and you hate to go against.
Espy, tough shot.
Look at Brown right here. Little contact. A lot of contact, actually. She plays through. Nothing's going to bother Leigha Brown right now. She says, bring it.
At the line.
10-point game here in Charlotte. Game 1 of 2 tonight. Florida and Oklahoma men will follow. Nolan drains a 3.
Maddie Nolan hit late threes in their South Florida win.
For North Carolina, second chance here. No reset of the shot clock. 5 to go in the 4th. Adams will try a 3 and drain a 3. Destiny Adams knocks down the triple for North Carolina.
That's a big 3 for Adams and a big confidence booster. She's a 38% three-point shooter. There's a turnover.
Kelly will go in alone for 2 more. Brown on the pull-up. No stopping Leigha Brown.
So tough. Watch the ball.
Now is it Deja Kelly for the Carolina women. Key into the game. Key on the turnaround. Nope. Brown on the deck. And the ball's down there. North Carolina couldn't get there in time, and Brown calls a timeout.
That's who the ball needs to be with.
Phelia on the turnaround. Tough shot. Kiser is the one who fights inside to get the 2.
Here at Michigan, how she was able to learn from Naz Hillman and now trying to teach the next.
Espy misses the 3. Well, we saw that hard work on the glass on the other end. She can't outwork Kennedy Todd Williams on the glass there, and a timeout is called.
Still has not put Michigan in the bonus. They have 3 team fouls.
Into the hands of Brown again. Michigan, an outstanding free throw shooting team, but they turn it over here. Espy. Kennedy Todd Williams. Deja Kelly had to change as Brown came over defensively. Hodgson, Carolina would love to have this. They almost get it on the roll, and Nolan rips it away. That close to a 7-point game.
Look at size. You can just see over the top.
Kiser, no. Espy the rebound. Espy looks inside. Kennedy Todd Williams, and 1. What's ahead for Michigan? They'll play Big Ten game number 2. They won their opener. Kiser to Brown. Heads to the free throw line. Michigan shot 75% from the floor in the first quarter. Set the tone. They were up by 23 in the first half. North Carolina made a game of it in the second half, but Michigan making winning plays. Espy inside is into double figures now. Well, is there a miracle of North Carolina's sleeve with 9.8 to go? Carolina out of timeouts. Brown will look for the home run and connects with Phelia, and Phelia will put it away for the Wolverines.
What a pass by Brown. What a catch.
Phelia with 20. Adams trying to cap the scoring, does not. It does not count, and Michigan wins the first ever game at the Jumpman Invitational. 76-68 is the final.